Welcome to the Mr. Plaid Clubhouse Christmas Special, starring DaGinga, Ghozte, and your amazing host, Jimothy Plaid. Hello everyone, welcome to a very special episode of the Mr. Plaid's Clubhouse podcast. I am joined today by my two very good friends from high school and middle school. We got CK, also known as Ghozte, over here. Say hi.
That's good.
And we also got Michael over here, also known as DaGinga.
How's it going?
So how's everybody's Christmas season been so far?
I hate Christmas so fucking much. And I could talk this entire episode by myself about how much I don't like Christmas, but I don't want to put you guys down.
As the years have gone on, I have progressively become less interested in Christmas, but I still, excuse me, I still love it just because I get to see family. Oh my fuck, that I don't get to see all the time.
Yeah, I will admit that most holidays nowadays, they don't feel like they should, but I enjoy the sentiment of the season. You know, I like the significance of it's almost the end of the year, and you know, you're kind of getting extra money from work, getting time off here and there.
Can't relate. But, so, I guess, you know, I just said I won't go into it. Just a quick rundown. The reason I don't really like Christmas is it's always been a hard time for my family. I don't have a lot of family, so I don't have people come over to visit. I don't go anywhere. But, just some lore. Christmas was my grandmother's favorite holiday. And when she passed, it really fucked up my dad because she would always go all out for Christmas when he was a kid. And it's just not the same for him anymore because he hasn't always been able to afford to do nice things. And it's just, he always thinks about his mom. So it kind of brings the whole mood down for everyone at the house. And now that I live on my own, I work retail and Christmas time sucks for people who do that. And it's not that I love this time of year. Like, winter is my favorite season. The end of the year is my favorite time of the year. It's just Christmas in general always has this negative connotation for me.
Fair enough.
Wow, okay.
Well, I mean, I was going to go in a little deeper. I mean, I understand this season is either probably one of the most happiest time for people or some of the worst times for people.
Yeah, that's honestly how it's been going recently.
And just before we get into it, I will say that Christmas is the season where suicide rates are very, very high. So I want to tell everyone, you know, you're not alone. Everyone who's listening, I know I don't have that big of a reach, but anyone who hears this and needs this little bit of talk. Here I am, and I'm going to flash the suicide prevention lifeline number on the screen here for a couple seconds so that y'all can see that. If you have anybody in your life that needs that, you know, send them to it. I think everybody nowadays kind of understands the number and what it's for and everything, but just in case you don't or you need a reminder, there you go. And Let's get into the podcast on that depressing note.
Yeah, sorry to bring the whole thing down, guys.
It's a Christmas podcast.
No, but it's important.
Yeah.
It's important to remember to let people know that even if you feel like you're alone, we're all fucking struggling out here.
And that's for every day of the year, not just the Christmas season. You know.
No, it's only for Christmas.
I don't believe that is an accurate statement.
No, if you guys need help, please reach out. Don't do something stupid.
So, on that note, I have a question for all you guys. What's your silliest Christmas memory, guys?
Oh, I got one. I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
So, as you two know, I was a problem child. Still kind of am, but I live on my own now, so it's not really affecting my dad as much. But I was a little shit. I'm gonna lay everything out on the table. I was not a good kid. I had a lot of issues. Doesn't really matter where they came from, but I made my dad's life a living hell most of the time. And every Christmas, when I would get gifts, I never got them on Christmas. because let's say, I remember specifically one year We woke up for Christmas. We got to go open our presents. And they said, all right, now go clean your room. And then you can have your gifts. And I was not having it. I was pissed off because at that time I shared the room with my brothers. And the mess was just as much theirs as it was mine. But, one of my my littlest brother was too young to even realize how to properly clean something. I didn't want to do it, and Tyler sure as fuck didn't want to do it. So, I threw a fit like a fucking toddler. And I was like, no, I don't want to. This is fucking dumb. And it escalated so far that no one got Christmas gifts. Oh. They just put all of them into some totes, and they just put it under my dad's desk. And we got like one toy every month or so from under the fucking desk. And it was all my fault. And that's not the first time that shit happened. Because I remember there was another year where all my Christmas gifts got put into the fucking closet, and I got one like every month. And I feel like maybe it was just like this fucking scheme of my dad's to make it seem like I was getting gifts more often, but in reality I was just a bad kid.
We have all heard your I'm a bad kid stories very often, and I gotta say I'm entertained by them every single time.
Yeah, I think they're hilarious.
Even if I've heard the story before, it's some of my favorite shit. I could read a fucking book about your life.
It's wild because for as how bad can a 10-year-old kid really be, right? But I feel like the extreme, like I was bad. I was very bad. If I was anyone else's kid, I probably would have been put up for adoption. But my dad's reaction was always appropriate, I guess. It was one extreme countered with another. So, at one point I was grounded for 2 years with nothing in my room except for a mattress. And it's just like shit like that. Is he just it's really sad when I get punished so frequently and like extremely that it just doesn't faze me anymore. I think that's kind of why I'm very much unfazed by things today, is because like there got to a certain point where my dad couldn't spank me anymore because I would just laugh it off.
Because you liked it.
No.
Ooh, that's where your kinks calling it.
No.
Let's not get into that conversation.
Let's not get into that conversation because I have a lot and they are not related in the slightest. But I think it's fucking funny. I'll think of another Christmas related story while someone else goes.
Go ahead, Michael. So I know you got some.
Mine that I think is the funniest is it doesn't really affect Christmas. It was what was happening while I was in Florida visiting my family. You could take out Christmas from this whole thing, and I think the story would still be hilarious. So most of my family at that time lived in Florida. I think it was just my family up here that didn't. We were down visiting my grandparents. They had a very nice house down in Florida, right on a canal. Downstairs, they had a ping pong table. It could fold into the pool table and all that, the standard stuff. I was with my cousins, who I'm the youngest out of. We were playing ping pong, and I got mad that I lost. So I threw the ping pong ball in the air, and I hit it with the paddle as hard as I could and hit my cousin in the back. And he wasn't wearing a shirt, so it stung and left a welt.
How fucking hard did you hit that shit?
I was filled with rage of a 10-year-old, so kind of hard. That little kid strength is something else sometimes. Plus, I was pretty close to him. So it was like right off the hit and it was connecting. So he bends over and picks it up and pretends like he's going to throw it at me. I lose my mind. I get so scared. I turn to run out of the door. I didn't notice that somebody had closed the glass screen door. Bam, right into it. Face first.
Did you break it?
I took the door off the hinges.
No.
It didn't break, but I derailed the door.
Yikes.
I had my whole face was smushed onto the glass.
Like a fucking cartoon.
Had I had makeup on, you would have seen everything.
Did it make a noise like dong?
Yeah, and I bounced off, and it landed on my ass.
Damn.
And yeah, that's really like the only one I can think of at this moment. I know I have more, I just can't think of anything.
I can't really think of any actual silly ones or funny ones, I guess. But I know that once I was getting a bottle of sparkling cider from our pantry for everybody, and then I dropped and broke both bottles, and I thought I ruined Christmas, so I hid in my room for the rest of the day.
Gee.
And I was like 7, and I was already a sensitive kid.
You know what? I would have done the same thing.
But that's about it. That's about as far as funny goes. Usually Christmas is a pretty calm and wholesome time.
Christmas around that time, whenever any stories I have, it usually involves me getting hurt in some way, shape, or form. So.
All right. So next question: What's your most favorite Christmas gift that you ever received? Whether that was more for yourself or it just kind of something happened around that time or whatever. Like, what's your favorite gift that you ever got for Christmas? Be as sappy as you want or not sappy at all.
Mine's actually going to be pretty sappy.
All right, let's do it.
So, I think for a solid year, I talked about how I wanted to make my own hot sauce because, as you guys know, I like spicy food, and I'm a big connoisseur of sauce. And so, not much to my surprise, my girlfriend got me a little kit to make my own, and it was probably about the nicest, most thoughtful thing anyone's ever gotten for me. Because I'm hard to shop for because I like a lot of things, but typically if I want something, I just get it for myself.
Same.
And I had never even thought to look into getting hot sauce, making ingredients and stuff, but not only did she get me the hot sauce kit, she also got me the stuff to make my favorite alcoholic drink, which I like peppermint schnapps, hot chocolate. So I was very surprised because instead of just giving me money or getting me shampoo that I can't use, she got me.
It's surprising. It's surprising how many people actually get you shampoo. They always seem to forget, like right around Christmas, that you don't have any hair.
It's my dad who got me shampoo.
Oh wait, that wasn't a bit. That wasn't a bit.
Oh my god.
It wasn't a bit.
Oh fuck! I thought this was a bit.
This is not a bit. I got that same year. I got shampoo.
That's
fucked up.
Are you sure it wasn't a joke from him?
No, it wasn't a joke.
Oh no.
Did he really fucking forget that his own son doesn't have any fucking hair?
That's honestly that's kind of funny.
Oh man. Nice fucking
that's
going.
honestly hilarious.
I love that.
Oh.
I hope to be.
I'm gonna ask him about that at work tomorrow.
I wouldn't. He's gonna feel bad because, and you know how I was talking about how he couldn't always afford stuff. Well, sometimes he would get like donations because at one point in time we were poor, or a lot more poor than we are now, or he is now. I suppose I don't live with him anymore, and so it was just something that he got to give to us, and it just so happened that it was shampoo. So I spend it in a funny way, but I don't. You can cut this all out.
Oh no! I mean, this is some real stuff. I mean, if you've ever seen a Christmas special, you know there's some heartache in there. Any good Christmas special
like
has a little bit of
Rudolph
heartache.
out of the reindeer games.
Exactly like that. This is very comparable.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Or when the Grinch was like, "Erg, that Christmas," you know, just like that.
Yes.
All right. So, what about you, Michael? What was your favorite gift that you ever received for Christmas?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't really have one, because as much of an asshole as this makes me sound like, I never really got anything that I really wanted for Christmas. Like, I would ask for things, things that I didn't think that were out of the ordinary, that were unreasonable, and I just didn't get them. It's not like it was a bad thing. I normally got,
Yeah.
clothes
I
and all that.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you, except I actually didn't ask for anything. I always felt too bad asking for things, especially later on in life when I like had my own job and could get my own stuff.
The thing with me is the fact that they made me make a list when I was young. My mom sat me down at the kitchen table, handed me a pencil and a piece of paper and said, "You're not leaving until you write at least one thing down that you want for Christmas."
That's crazy.
And they can read it? I've seen your handwriting, dude.
That might be one of the reasons why I never got anything I asked for.
We solved the mystery.
No, my
It's
handwriting is
not
atrocious.
it's not sad. It's just that Michael doesn't know how to write.
Dude, I've tried to work on it so many times. It just doesn't work. I just can't. It is what it is.
I would say I have pretty good handwriting, actually. Like, it's not the best of all time, but I have pretty good handwriting. If I'm trying.
If you'll do me a favor and bleep this person's name, because people can relatively figure out where we live and shit, and I don't want people. You guys remember me?
Her.
She because she was my middle school, my 8th grade literature teacher.
Same.
And she
fucking same.
Did you go to
8th grade year? I did, because remember we got that
yeah.
happened? Remember that's when we really became like really good friends. Was in 8th grade.
But yeah, she would not shut up about how much she liked my handwriting, because the way my handwriting works is it looks like print, but all my letters are connected. I don't know. I guess I got girly handwriting or some shit.
Bro, I hated her so much.
When you go into a classroom and there's nothing but generic yellow smiley faces everywhere, it's unsettling. And she would not shut the fuck up about her invisible dog.
Bro, the fucking invisible... God! God, I hated that thing.
She made my angry the big angry.
Bro, I hated her. I hated that class because I didn't know anybody in that class. Oh, you are making me unusually angry right now. I could not stand her. Ooh. All right.
All right. So that was my tangent. What about you, Jimbo?
Jim Bob? Billy Bob?
Oh, about Christmas gifts?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing? So like I said, I didn't really get what?
Nothing. You'll hear it in post.
The fuck did you say? I'll have you fucking arrested.
He'll do it.
I heard that you pulled a fire alarm when you were a kid. I'll fucking get you down.
I'll do it again too.
So my favorite gift, like kind of like Michael said, except I just didn't ask for shit because I always felt bad. I didn't want people spending money on me. I still don't. I have a really hard time asking for things. But one year, when I still believed in Santa, I got a yo-yo. And I think that was like the coolest thing I've ever gotten. To be completely honest.
Was it like a yo-yo ball?
No, it was like a blue wooden yo-yo, and it was on the toilet, like because the first thing I would do in the morning all the time is go to the bathroom. I think most people would, and my mom said Santa put it on there because he knew I would go to the bathroom, and I don't know. I just thought that was really cool. It felt special. I don't know where it is now, but I think that was my favorite gift of all time was just that blue yo-yo. I don't know why, but it was just like kind of like a little wholesome thing that you see in a Christmas special.
I'm not throwing shade to my parents, but my 2 brothers and I were not the favorites. My oldest sister was the favorite. Because we'd get, the generic stuff on Christmas, clothes,
socks,
toothbrushes, toothpaste. My mom would put candy and stuff in our stockings and all that. I will say she always gets us the cordial chocolate covered cherries every year, and those I really like those.
Like the Queen Anne's?
Yeah. the generic stuff that everybody can get, but I just really enjoy them, especially around Christmas time because it's like a tradition of ours.
Sure.
But we'd all get the normal stuff that most kids would get. Here and there, we'd get a toy or something. No, what my sister gets is a whole goddamn car.
That would piss me off so much.
And she got. It wasn't a nice car, but it was a 2000 something Ford Explorer 2-door. Had a dent in the driver's side door. That was just what it was. They bought it off a friend.
Oh well, that's why they got it for Christmas, because it was a piece of shit. There was a dent in the driver's side door.
She got that. No, that was the only problem with it. There were no mechanical issues, no nothing. That was the only problem, and it wasn't even that bad. You know what? The first thing that we got, the first vehicle I got was a hand-me-down from my brother. It was a rusted out 1994 Ford Ranger. You guys remember that truck?
I was a question about the Explorer. Is that the SUV she was driving when I first met her?
That green one.
That green POS.
Mm-hmm. She made it a POS because it was not like that when she got the car. It was very nice. She just didn't take care of it.
So, question for you, Jimbo.
Yep.
Did your parents get you your car?
Yes, but yeah, they ended up buying my Ranger, and well, actually both Rangers I had, but that Honda Accord. Yeah, I had that black one, and then I totaled it, and then I had that red one.
I don't remember the black one.
Well, the black one was like the car you get in the beginning of the driving game. That's like absolutely perfect, but then the main character loses it, so you have to buy the piece of shit.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. I had it for like one summer, and I just got into a wreck and it got totaled, but yeah, no, they ended up buying both trucks, but I bought that Honda Accord I had. I bought that for $600, and then they used the $600 to buy that Red Ranger. But I pay for everything else that goes with the car. I paid for the car insurance, the gas, the oil changes, the tires, whatever else needed to be. But they actually purchased the vehicle.
So, I want to go off on another tangent because I want to talk about how privileged you fuckers are. No, I bought my first car. It was you guys remember it? It was an awesome car.
I love that car
for a first car. But holy shit, it was a piece of shit. And the dude who sold it to us really swindled us. It was a 98 Cadillac DeVille, gunmetal gray, that had fucked up trim because the dude didn't know how to take care of his car.
Well, because he got swindled, remember?
Supposedly. I bet he just tried to do that himself.
I'll go with the swindled story.
But, got a nice... It was a fucking whale of a car, and it ran like a dream when it ran. And then about a month into having it, I got into a little accident. All I did was hit a fence. The car didn't even have... The car had a dent that I pushed out, and it looked fine. You couldn't even tell.
Yeah, but
fence is still broken.
When that dent was there, you could see the dent.
Oh, yeah. And it affected the car.
Yeah,
you couldn't fucking get into it.
Yeah, we eventually got the passenger side door to open again. But all that happened is it was raining, and I hit the median because I took a turn too sharply, and I overcorrected and I hydroplaned.
And he hit the fence to a business, and that business still hasn't fixed the fence.
Right.
Oh, it's still.
And they never hit my insurance either, so that was cool of them.
The manager on duty was like, I don't want to deal with this. Just get the car out of there.
The manager wasn't even on duty. It was just the assistant manager, and she got all the information, and nothing ever came of it, I guess.
They dropped it in pizza sauce, and now it's gone forever.
She just threw it in the trash. She was like, okay, I have this. I don't need this.
We never mentioned what kind of business it was, Jimbo.
Hey, they probably still don't know what it is. I mean, it wasn't on the news. It wasn't that big report.
What happened? This isn't from. We already having engine issues to begin with, because for those of you who aren't car people, and I'm not a car person, but I had to learn about this car. It has a specific type of engine called a North Star,
Oh,
and they were
North Stars.
notorious for leaking oil.
Yep.
So we eventually got the oil filter and everything fixed, and we got a whole new like oil line, and then it started leaking gasoline.
Oh, that was the worst.
So I was on, I'll just say, I was on the interstate, and my car would just cut off. I would have like a quarter of a tank left, and my car would just cut off because it was out of gas. Like the speedometer stopped working because it was LEDs. It wasn't. It was digital, not.
It was a
fucking
very
analog.
luxurious car. For when
It was. It was. I love the car so much, but it caused me so many problems. So I will say,
you just need to get a better version of that car, and then you'd be fine.
I would love to have another Cadillac, but I don't want to pay for another Cadillac.
Well, we'll just do it with our rich YouTuber money.
So I drive a little Kia now. I love it. It's a very nice car. It's reliable. It gets me to and from. And I will say that while I wasn't privileged enough, like you guys, to get my car bought for me, because I paid in full for the Cadillac. I mean, I went half and half with my girlfriend at the time, who is still my girlfriend now. But
I was about to say, I was like, shit, what happened?
So we both paid $2,000 for this Cadillac, and then my dad co-signed for my Kia. So he did help me out there, which is something he said he would never do. So he may not have bought it for me, but he did help me get it at a better rate.
I will say, just going back to the car thing, that truck, as much as I say it was mine, it was never mine. Because anytime something happened, my dad was always like, that is my truck, and you were doing this, and this within like this, that, and the other. I'm like, dude, come on. It's a piece of shit, and you're dragging it out. My first official car I bought in full with cash. Still drive it right now. It's
That
a piece of shit
Mustang?
now, but that Mustang, I love the car to death. It's just too many problems started happening at once that I couldn't afford it anymore. But this Christmas, I'm actually getting what I wanted. Surprisingly,
What are you getting?
I looked at everybody. I was like, just give me money for a down payment, for a down payment for a new car.
What are you getting?
They're all gonna give me like $50, probably.
What are you getting?
A
planning on
Kia.
getting-
Kia.
A what?
I'm looking at getting a Kia Forte.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
I have a Soul. I love my toaster.
I'm currently saving up for a Honda Civic, and I'm going to be using my sedan now to use as a down payment, because they're looking for like $9,000 for those cars if there's nothing mechanically wrong with them.
Oh yeah, they're good cars. I will say, like, wait, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I wanted a truck. There was a 2013 F-150 Lariat that I was looking at, but the dealer they weren't helping me out, and they wanted too much for it. It had like 4 things wrong with it right out of the gate. So, but that's why I'm looking at it. And also, gas prices are up to my fucking tits now.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to think about gas mileage, considering I have to drive 45 minutes for work every day.
Yeah, I have my little Ranger still, and that's I use that for work, and it gets me there and back really well.
They also don't have a very big gas tank, so it's not like you got to put $50 into it to fill it up.
Right.
So we all talked about the gifts we liked, like our favorite gift we ever received, and we talked about, that kind of segued into talking about cars. But I'm curious, like, what are you guys? Yeah, I know we kind of talked about all the stuff we're saving up for, but let's look beyond that. What is the next thing strictly for yourself that you don't need? Like, what is the next big purchase for yourself you're gonna get? Now, I think I already know Jimbo's answer, so I want to go ahead and pass it off to him.
Yeah, no, I'm saving up for a good desktop right now, so that I can kind of keep up with you guys. Because it kind of sucks that you guys play all these games, and I really can't play them with you because you guys don't play on your PlayStations or whatever anymore. And, right now, my laptop is pretty, as far as handling games like that goes, doesn't cut it. So I'm saving up for a really nice desktop. I found a good discounted price on Costco for something really, really good. So hopefully I'll be getting that by the end of the month. But yeah, that's the next thing, and then right after that, I'm saving up for that Civic.
All right, that's pretty cool.
What about you, Michael?
So you said that I don't need.
Yeah, like what is the next big purchase that you're gonna buy for yourself, like that you want? Like so, like Jimbo doesn't need a new computer
Yeah.
necessarily.
I
but
don't
he's
need
gonna
it
buy
to
one.
live, but I want one so I can play with you guys.
Well,
keep
what
my
I was gonna say
relationships.
then is out the window because it's something that I do need.
Well, say it
Um,
anyway.
I mean, yeah, just
Well-
I mean, you can.
I was gonna get a new TV stand so I can clean up my desk, so I can get these things off of it.
Okay, yeah, that
Plus,
doesn't really fit the bill, but
I have things that I need to put on it. But if I'm going for what I want that I don't need, two things come to mind: a GPU, because that's the only thing I need right now to make my PC better, is just a good GPU. And I want to get a new gun.
okay.
Simple as that. I already have one, but I want to get another one. Probably a handgun or maybe a shotgun. I don't know.
So,
Pretty simple.
this is gonna be. I'm saving up to move out. I'm gonna be moving closer. We talked about this on the last podcast episode of Jimothy's Clubhouse, but I am moving out to where he's at very soon, the coast, and
East
that's
Coast
gonna be
or
my
West
next.
Coast?
What?
Help us narrow it down. East Coast or West Coast?
No, we're
The
not
coast.
narrowing it down.
Lame.
So I'm moving. I'm moving to the coast with Jimbo.
Not with
And-
me, near me.
Yes, that I didn't feel like I needed to clarify, but yes.
Well, you need to look. Our personal relationship is different than our living situation. Okay, I love you to death. I'll do whatever I need to with you, but can't stay at the house after we're done.
Anyways,
What? That took a hard left turn. What are we talking about right now?
saving up to move in May. That's when my lease is up here. But my next big purchase is going to be more in the same vein as everyone else. I want a new computer. I want a desktop so that I can give my current desktop that I use as a capture computer to my girlfriend so she can play games and do her schoolwork with me because she has a really shitty laptop. And I want a gun for home defense because it's where I live isn't a bad area. It's not the best, but I'm not really worried about my safety. But when we move, I'm gonna be a little more adamant about it because we'll be so far away from home and everyone else.
Yeah, you.
And it'll be a new area.
Like you know this area.
You know where
And-
where I'm living. The second week there was a shootout like in the lot near me.
Great.
Lovely.
That really makes me excited to move
You
there.
Well,
might wanna-
nothing
you might
else
wa-
has
you might
happened
wanna
since
bump
then.
up- you might want to bump up a gun on that list then. If
But,
you have one.
I guess just if I had my choice of gun, I want the Keltec KSG,
Oh my god, a Keltec. Yes.
but I'll probably just go with the generic Remington. Because I want a shotgun, because you just can't go wrong with it. Even my girlfriend could use it. You just point this end.
Load that shit up with birdshot and you're good to go. Yee. I
I don't like guns, but it's a necessary evil.
I have turned into the most redneck out of our friends.
You always were, buddy.
No, I don't think I always was. It's gotten progressively worse.
I mean,
I'm-
you've always been the bow skeeter of the group.
I mean, yeah, but in high school it was not this bad. Ugh. I don't know, man. Working
You're
out in the
you're
country.
changing, dude. You've changed so much. You're a redneck. You play Fortnite. I don't even know who you are
Whoa,
anymore.
Whoa, okay, we're not bringing up Fortnite right now. I'm just throwing this out there. I have more wins in Fortnite in this one season alone that just started than I do in the last 4 of Apex.
That means that
Okay?
you're just trash
It's
at Apex.
easier. It's easier. I'm having more fun with it. It's not as serious. I'm not getting shit on every time I load into the goddamn game. Anyways.
That outburst was brought to you by Manscaped.
We're not sponsored. You're not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
You didn't tell me there was an ad. I'm out.
No, you're the perfect spokesperson. We just talked about this.
I'm both the best and worst spokesperson for an ad about shaving.
Because you can lie about it and say that it did all this, but at the same time, you're lying about it.
I would never lie. I don't see. If you want to talk about it for just a second, I would never accept a sponsor for something I didn't like or believe in. If I thought it was bullshit, I wouldn't get it. I would not attach my name to it.
What if Reese's Puffs wanted to give you a sponsor?
No, I would never lie. I like Reese's Puffs.
Okay, I was just asking.
If their sponsorship just included like a year supply of Reese's Puffs, I'd do it.
You're paid nothing but Reese's Puffs. Oh,
yeah,
that'd be awesome.
I will say I like Reese's peanut butter.
It's good.
It's good.
All right, we're off track.
That I don't like. Reese's.
All right, we're kicking him off his own show. Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
He can't eat it, Michael.
I don't give a fuck.
He's right. I would power through it if I was truly a man.
We're the majority here.
Oh, are we doing a military coup on the Clubhouse?
I don't know what that word means. What is Clubhouse?
Boy.
It's like when your foot doesn't really look right and you can't walk. You gotta walk with a limp.
I thought that was called gout.
Got another topic for us, Jimbo?
Yeah. What's your favorite Christmas special, guys? I know you all have one, whether you love the season or don't. So just shout it out to me. Tell me. Let's talk about our favorite Christmas specials. And I know CK probably has some sort of insightful one. So let's kick it off, CK.
Hellbenders.
Okay. You know what?
I think that should count.
Yeah. Okay, talk about that for a minute.
Okay. If I had to actually pick a real one, I love Hellbenders. Christmas is my favorite Christmas-themed video that I've ever seen. But if I actually had to pick a Christmas episode or a Christmas special that I really enjoyed,
Die Hard.
I would have to say, shut the fuck up. I would have to say, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy Christmas special.
I can't tell you how long it's been since I've watched that, so I completely don't even remember what it's about.
About the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Vampire Santa.
Vampire Santa! Oh my god, yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, I love that one.
That's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. My favorite cartoon of all time is Courage the Cowardly Dog, but I don't remember them having a Christmas episode.
I'm sure they did somewhere.
I'm sure they did, but I can't remember it.
Okay.
But no, Hellbenders Christmas is, if you have not seen it, you need to see it.
I will, I'll link it down below for anyone who wants to see it, because honestly, if you haven't seen it, there's something wrong. Because it's actually pure comedy. I love it so much. I really wish that Hellbenders would have gotten picked up by something. Cause,
no, but Mr. Pickles won the competition. Oh, I'm a dog. God, I hated that shit. Shit pissed me off.
What's your favorite Christmas special?
Who you asking? Me or Jim Bob?
Michael.
Oh. Does The Nightmare Before Christmas count?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's a Christmas special, I guess. Well, that's more of a Christmas movie.
See, I don't have any Christmas specials that I like, because I don't really watch TV, but we're always watching movies around that time.
I said special with the understanding that a movie would probably be part of it. So CK, if you want to like add a movie to what you were saying earlier, you
I don't like movies.
Oh, right. You don't like movies. But like I say special because the ones that come to people's mind are like the Rudolph ones and shit. They're like 30 minutes long. But I would also say that like an actual Christmas movie would count, like Die Hard or whatever.
No, if we're going straight off of that, I would have to say it's Christmas Vacation. Not A Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation. Those are two completely different things.
I don't think anyone was confused between A Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation.
You'd be very surprised. But Christmas Vacation, it is a tradition. We watch it every single year, and it is so funny.
I've only seen it a couple times, but I know the movie. It's pretty good from what I remember.
Like Cousin Eddie and all that.
Yeah.
I actually bought my mom 2 Pop figures, and it was Cousin Eddie and I can't remember the guy's name. The main guys. Griswold.
Never seen it.
It's funny, especially that rant that he goes on.
All right, Jimbo, lay it on us.
All right, so I have a couple of Christmas themed things. I actually
here
really
we
like.
go.
No, it's not what you think. I know
I'm just fucking with you.
I know what you think it is, CK, but it's not. I really enjoy. So if I had to choose a special, I really enjoy the pilot episode of The Simpsons, the first episode of The Simpsons, the Simpsons Holiday Special.
Yes, 100%.
It's just a fantastic, all-around, perfect Christmas special. It's a really great Simpsons episode. And I really enjoy The Simpsons, so that's something that I'll watch every year, especially since it's available on streaming platforms. So that's something that I'll watch every year, and I really enjoy that quite a bit. And I actually stumbled on a Christmas movie recently, before Christmas. It's called Fat Man, and it's really, really good. It's who's in it? Let me see. It has Mel Gibson as Santa, and it's basically that Santa starts working with the U.S. military for some reason. I don't remember why, but there's like this 12-year-old, this little rich kid who gets pissed off at Santa and wants him killed.
An understandable reaction.
So because Santa gave him a lump of coal because he's a bad boy.
Like I said, an understandable reaction.
I don't know. It's a pretty good movie. I think from what I remember, it's understood that Santa does exist in the universe. It's just that nobody knows who he is. It's kind of like a superhero secret identity type deal. So I don't know. It's pretty funny. I liked it a lot, and it's supposed to be a comedy that takes itself seriously, I think, but I don't know. If you haven't seen that, you guys should check it out. It just came out like last year. So yeah, that one's a good one.
So as you guys know, I love spooky shit. I'm kind of what I'm all about. It never scares me. I think there are very few things that I can think of off the top of my head that have ever unsettled me. But this isn't one of them. I really like the idea and the story of Krampus.
Oh, interesting. Go talk about that.
And just the idea of this anti-Santa that comes and just stuffs you in a sack and takes you away to eat you is just, or punish you, however the story goes, depending on where you hear it and where you come from, because it's an oral tradition, so it changes. But is there anything like that you guys like about Christmas? Anything weird Christmas related that you guys really enjoy for no particular reason? Mine is Krampus. I also like fruitcake, but they're not related.
I wanted to see Krampus one year for my birthday. Like I invited a couple friends to hang out. This was in high school. I'm pretty sure you were there, CK. And right before we went in, I don't remember who it was, but somebody that we were with like chickened out and was like, I don't want to watch that movie. So we watched Goosebumps instead. And
I was not there.
Okay. Then that means I invited you and you couldn't come, because I know that I invited you.
I would not see. I wasn't really interested in the Krampus movie. You know, I don't like movies.
Well, I
But
mean, that was just like a little part of it.
see, I thought you meant that we were like you invited us. I didn't realize you meant like in theaters. I thought you meant you invited us to go watch movies, and we chickened out, so we watched something else. And I was about to say, but didn't we watch The Train to Busan?
Yeah, with that same group.
Oh yeah.
So you know who I'm talking about, and
Oh,
I'm
I
sure
do.
you know who chickened out.
I do.
It wasn't me because I wasn't there.
No, you weren't there. I don't know
you wouldn't
why.
have been able to be there. I don't know how I stood being there. It was because it was someone else's. It was someone else's party, so I just powered through it.
Is it who I think it is?
Probably.
Yes and no. Yes, the person you think it was there, but I wasn't. It was not their party. Cause why the fuck?
Oh yeah, no. It was my thing, not the Train to Busan thing, but the other thing was mine.
Yeah.
It was for my birthday. We ate at Genghis Grill and then walked across the street to the movie theater.
Genghis Grill is so good.
I did not have Genghis Grill until I met Bailey, so that's definitely not me.
Well, no, you were definitely invited though, and you just couldn't come for some reason.
Probably busy with work or something.
Not at that.
I just didn't
age.
want to deal with my ex.
She wasn't there.
Well, then it wasn't the same group then.
It was. I don't remember fully. I guess.
Potato. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, potato.
Yeah. So what about? So yeah, weird stuff.
The Train to Busan one was crazy. I didn't like
The movie or that whole fucking experience?
Both. I love the movie. That experience is crazy.
Why? So, just another tangent, another CK tangent. I'm famous for them. So, I've kind of invented my own like pseudo language. I call it CKisms, or like the lexicon. It's just like random words I pick up from either you guys or I read them somewhere, or I just make them up. Like yoink. I was saying yoink for the longest time, and it was taken from me. Right in front of my fucking face.
The mainstream media took it from you. Look at how they massacred your boy.
No, see, that wouldn't have bothered me as much. I would have just stopped using it. But the person I despise most on this planet took it from me right in front of my face. This was on that Train to Busan day.
Did he, she, or it yoink it from you?
Yes.
Right in front of everybody.
So what, they just started saying it?
Yes!
They did that shit on purpose.
I doubt it. There's not that much thought going on up there.
Fair enough. I don't know. That was a pretty big head.
Anyways. I don't want to shit talk someone. I do, but not in that way.
See, I'm petty. I will shit talk anybody. You tell me you don't like them, writing them down.
Yeah,
You guys tell me you don't like him, we instantly have beef. Even if I've never met him.
Oh, I've done things like that.
Or even if I have met them and we've been friends for years. You guys say you have a beef, we fucking fighting on sight.
It's good to know we're all here for each other.
I'm just looking for an excuse.
Fair enough.
Understandable.
So you told us we got the Christmas story and it kind of took a turn. But what's a weird Christmas thing you like, Jimbo?
A weird Christmas thing I like?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think about that one for like about 5 seconds if you want to move on to Michael real quick.
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
That doesn't count in the slightest.
That
you
is
can't
very
use
mainstream.
not only.
I know.
Not
I don't
only
really.
That's not weird at all.
and you already used it.
It was. I don't like. There's not really anything. Like I don't really. I can't think of anything. There's not really anything like that. That's weird to me. That I also enjoy. I don't know.
I will say, as cringe goes, I really enjoy looking at people who take that Elf on the Shelf thing really seriously because it's so fucking cringy. I really enjoy seeing shit like that.
Okay, tell me what's worse, the people who take it seriously or the people who are scared of it?
Well, that's taking it seriously.
I guess you could argue that, I suppose. But what is worse? Like the people who are scared of it or the people who are just like, the Elf on the Shelf? You gotta have the Elf on the shelf. We gotta have it.
Like the people that are scared of it or the people that think it's like
the people
thing ever?
The people who are scared of the elf, not because of what it symbolizes, but just like they're scared of it. It makes them uncomfortable.
I think that's kind of funny, but I can understand why you would be unsettled by it.
When I was in second grade, I didn't like it, but then that was about it.
Was that a thing when we were that young?
It's been a thing for a long time. Teacher,
pretty much anybody in elementary school for me, they always had one in their...
I had never even heard about that until I was in high school.
But I don't know why, but in second grade, I did not like that thing. It freaked me out for no reason. But like first grade and third grade, didn't even care. But second grade, I don't know why.
I gotta say... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No.
Jim Bob, go.
No.
Majority. We voted you.
Fine. I think that the all the stuff that like preventing that's like, hey kids, be good around Christmas, like all that shit is really weird, really cringy. Like I saw something on Facebook Marketplace the other day that someone was selling fake security cameras for Christmas that had like a little picture of Santa on it saying that like Santa's always watching and shit like that. Like that shit like freaks me out. Only because I know that there's going to be a small generation of people that are needlessly neurotic because they think that some fucking guy is watching them all the time.
That's fair.
And like that Elf on the Shelf shit too. It's one thing to like leave it on the shelf for like the whole season and be like, all right, this is going to be watching over, whatever. But then there's the people that take it too far and like have it move every day to prove that it went to the North Pole and shit like that.
That's why I didn't like it in second grade, because my teacher, without fail, always moved it. And she always made it. Like sometimes it would be out in the open, but sometimes she'd put it like peeking out from around something. And that is one of the fondest memories I have because it scared the shit out of me.
That's a fond memory?
Well, not fond. That's like one of the most clear memories I have. Like I can think back and I can remember it. She had things up on top of a shelf, and at one point, you could just see it looking around the tub. I saw this. I was like, oh, he's there. Don't make eye contact.
It's just you forget about it that day. And then you look up and you see it like right in the middle of fucking
you just
math.
glance and you see like, oh, what the fuck?
You guys are talking about the
dolls?
You talk about the Civil War, and it's just a fucking doll looking at you.
Who, me, CK?
Yeah.
No, it was just that one year. Like, there are some things that freak me out. Like if I'm in like an old ass house that was built in the 1800s and they have like a room that's nothing else is in but like a couple of dolls or something, that freaks me out. The situation freaks me out, but I'm not afraid of dolls in of itself.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of dolls just in general, but there was this room I used to stay in my grandparents' house that was full of dolls, and I wasn't scared of the dolls, but I felt uneasy because of all the eyes.
It would be a cruel fate if I was afraid of dolls because my girlfriend collects them.
Oh, that'd be terrible. That'd be awful.
But I had an amazing idea for a Christmas themed prank. So I thought of taking just a generic Elf on the Shelf and then rigging up some animatronic stuff, just enough, like a little motion detector and shit like that, just enough to where if you got close to it, it would like lunge at you. I just thought that would be...
So basically a Christmas style haunted house.
Yeah, but just an Elf on the Shelf. I just set it down, let it do its thing, And then if someone gets close to like fuck with it, or maybe I'll put it near the Christmas tree where all the presents are. It'll just like lunge at them, and it'll make a spooky noise or some
I'm
shit.
gonna be completely honest. If you didn't tell me that, and that just happened to me one day, I would scream like a little fucking girl. That would be something that would be so terrifying.
I think something.
Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Something that's inanimate suddenly becoming animate, even if it's just in a quick burst like that, that would terrify the shit out of me.
So basically,
I
you're
don't
gonna
handle horror that well, anyways.
Basically, CK, your idea is the Five Nights at Freddy's Christmas.
Don't do this to me.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
CK's a regular old Scott Cawthon over here.
Isn't that man kicked off the internet?
I think
he kicked himself off the internet.
Yeah, he just quit.
So, have we about covered everything Christmas related you got for us, Jimbo?
I mean, there's really not much else to do. We just need to go tuck ourselves into bed and wait for Santa.
I'm gonna go.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We
wish
you a I don't know if that's copyrighted or not.
Let's hope
I think
it's not.
Christmas music is fair use.
Not all of it.
But, so I think I'm gonna tell a cute story about a cute cat to kind of wrap up the episode. Ended on a nice note since we started off on a really depressing note.
And we started talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Christmas.
Yes.
This is a very weird Christmas special.
My beautiful cat, her name is Misfortune. She's named after the Skullgirls character. So don't
not the League of Legends character. I made that confusion the first time.
I don't play League.
I thought she was named after the indie game one. The little French girl.
Kinda. But mostly I named her because I picked her out. And she was born near Christmas, so we just call her the Christmas cat. We have our little Christmas cat, we have the Valentine's Day dog, and the St. Patrick's cat. That's Mercy.
Maybe that's why he's always horny.
She's the lucky cat. He's not horny anymore. We took him away. We took away his horny.
I mean, you gotta think, he was horny.
He was a horn dog. Yeah, that's it. I got this cute little Christmas cat. She just came by and crawled on my lap for a second to say, Merry Christmas to you guys.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps things up in a nice little bow, just like a Christmas present. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us on this special day. I'm not sure if this is going up right on Christmas or not, but we'll see. How about you guys real quick? Shout yourselves out, and then we can close this thing out. Leave some milk and cookies out for Santa.
Follow me on YouTube, DaGinga.
Follow me on YouTube. I don't have an upload schedule, but I do stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. EST. So
I'm going to
check
start
me out.
uploading more.
Yes, we are going to upload more, just not regularly. Don't put the pressure on us.
Do not expect it to be on a schedule. It's
That
just going to be random.
That goes for all three of us, I suppose.
We all work full time.
Oh, yeah.
Some more than others.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate anything, then just have a good day.
Fuck Christmas.
Yeah, okay. Let's end it on that. Say it one more time right into the mic.
Fuck Christmas.
Wasn't that amazing, kids? Wasn't that amazing, kids? Now, run off to bed so that Tim Allen can slink down your chimney, pat your head, and eat your mom's cookies. Merry Christmas from everyone at the Clubhouse, and here's to a great 2022.